Hello and welcome to Day 4 of the 2016 Colt World Series. We start off with the first of 3 games, a consolation game between the Czech Republic and the Central Michigan All-Stars, and we are already underway. First pitch from Austin Weatherby outside for a ball as we start at 2:29, a minute early. Sam Remps along with Greg Mash, and Weatherby's pitching quickly. These two teams, both with 2 losses, playing their third game, a consolation game, as their 2 tournaments will come to an end after this game. Greg, we saw Central Michigan really compete with the Lafayette All-Stars in the opening night. They had runners on second and third, tying runner on second, winning runner at their plate when he popped out. As there's ball 3.
Yeah, thank you, Sam. With that game, I mean, they actually led Lafayette there during the course of that game and put up a really good showing. To be honest, I figured after seeing them that night, I was surprised to see them how they came back in that second day. But as the ball is lined to left field,
as Daniel Staudick, the DH, leads it off with a base hit into left field.
Yeah, I'll complete that thought real quick. I mean, one of the challenges in losing in the 8 o'clock game on Friday night is you got to get up and come back again Saturday morning and play right as we see the replay there. A good piece of hitting by the leadoff batter.
Yeah, that was a tough turnaround to come right back to the ballpark. And they lost a pretty crazy game, 16-13 against South Korea. A South Korea team that much better than any team that we've seen from the Asia-Pacific zone over the last few years here.
Yeah, they brought some sticks across the ocean this time around and also brought some defense. One of the things we've seen from that South Korean team consistently has been good defense.
Only problem is the sticks weren't quite legal in that game. But Central Michigan showing very good sportsmanship and giving the bats to South Korea for them to use in the remainder of that game is a bunt shown by Jacob Novak, the center fielder, wearing number 7.
Yeah, you're seeing Jeff Allen down there at the third base. He's creeped in quite a bit, just expecting that bunt. It's going to be important that he is able to put it down into the grass instead of popping that up as quickly as he's coming in from third base.
And with the defense or lack thereof of defense we've seen in this tournament, if you throw a bunt down, if you just get it into play, as that one's lifted to left field,
that may drop.
Coming in or going out is Barnett. Schaefer was coming in from left field, and the out's recorded.
Yeah, great job there by Barnett. I hope we get to see that one again. He was actually playing in there a little bit. Covered the ground very well.
But if you just get a ball into play, there's a good chance that you'll be able to get on base. As Daniel Padisak, the shortstop, will come to the plate. He had 3 hits in the 9-8 loss to the team from South Texas, one that ended in a diving catch out there in right field, and was really an exciting back-and-forth game. But Czech's tournament championship runs came to an end in that game, as that one's just high and outside. This one right back up the middle.
Oh, man.
Off the shortstop.
I think that was off his face.
Is made for out number 2.
Barnett took.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay, as that one went off the pitcher's glove, off the shortstop's cheek, it looked like. So record that 1-6-4. Not able to get the double play.
Yeah, that's going to be a stinger. That's an interesting thing. With a left-handed bat, you've got that kind of that tail spin anyway, and when it's just got enough of the pitcher's glove there to change the trajectory of that path of the ball. Boy, he's staying in there. Tough young man.
As Martin Zelinka comes to the plate. He had a single, a home run, and 4 runs driven in. Scored a couple runs himself in that 9-8 loss. Czech Republic also lost to Hoosier North 11-0. To open up their tournament. That one just in 5 innings. Hoosier North had 12 hits in that game. Quick visit to the mound as Austin Weatherby pitching. He's a junior at Mount Pleasant High School. And this is a team that is playing shorthanded to that. Down the third base line and fair. That's going to go all the way into the corner. And they're going to send Padisak. No throw, and the first run recorded, as that is a 2-out RBI double for Zelenica.
Boy, right away you can tell that the Czech Republic has come with their bats today. Swinging the ball really well. We see it, take a look at the replay here. Drives it right down the left side, right inside the foul line. You get that down in that corner, Sam, you're going to be running for a long time.
So Padisak scores after reaching on a fielder's choice, and that is the 5th RBI for Zelenica. He's pretty clearly been the MVP for this Czech team so far as he stands out there on second base as Richard Schmid, the first baseman, stands in.
Yeah, we've seen, I mean, with this Czech team, this is the second year in a row that we've seen them here, and they're usually, I mean, it's a good fundamentally sound ball club. Just unfortunately the last couple games here that things have not really went their way. Haven't got those timely hits, those things that they needed to do, but we're seeing today they're definitely showing up, hitting the ball very, very well. They continue to do that, it's going to be a good day for the team.
And there for strike 2 for Schmid. Sends this one into right field. Coming in is Sanderson, makes the play, and the out is recorded. So a couple hits for the Czech Republic, and they take a 1-0 lead. Central Michigan coming to the bat in the bottom of the first here on the 2016 Colt World Series on MTC Sports.
Pepe's Mexican Restaurant is excited to announce new menu items to an already stacked lineup of authentic Mexican dishes. Everything from tossed greens with fruit to a Pepe-style chicken pizza. For you seafood lovers, try the shrimp tacos. For my personal favorite is the barbacoa taco dinner. Whether it's a new menu item or one of our signature selections, be sure to wash it down with a tasty beverage. Whatever your flavor, make Pepe's your stop for lunch or dinner. Located on Sagamore Parkway in the mall parking lot, Lafayette.
And lastly, Uverse gives you a whole bunch of on-demand TV shows and movies. Let's get started.
Well, how many is a whole bunch? As many as Xfinity?
I swear you're gonna love it.
That didn't really answer my question.
Over 5,000 on demand.
Well, Xfinity On Demand gives us over 30,000.
We'll set it up for you.
Don't settle for Uverse. Get over 5 times more on-demand TV shows and movies on TV with Xfinity from Comcast.
Tecton Construction Management has been serving Central Indiana for over 25 years. Whether you have a renovation project or new construction, Tecton Construction Management can assist you from the initial idea to the completion of the project. Their trademark Tecton filtering system is designed to save you time and money, providing you with more value for your investment. Both the completion schedule and budget are established before ever breaking ground to solidify your peace of mind. Before you start your next project, call Tecton Construction Management. Always on time, always under budget.
Welcome back to the 2016 Colt World Series consolation game here on this hot but pretty Monday afternoon in Lafayette, Indiana. Central Michigan coming to bat, and their lineup goes like this. Angiano, Freeman, Weatherby, the pitcher. Dyer Leonard, who'd homered. Jeff Allen, the third baseman, Austin Young, and then Cade Schaefer, Justin Sanderson, the right fielder, and Zeke Barnett, who seemingly took a batted ball off the cheek in what looked pretty painful, but he was able to stay in the game and continue on. So this is a team that is playing shorthanded. Central Michigan, as 3 of their players had to go back. I don't know if it was for school or why, but 3 of their players did go home. Thomas Judge, Zach Caloris, and Wyatt Cook. Caloris threw a complete game, 143 pitches. So maybe he just said, my arm's about to fall off. I need to go home. No more baseball playing for me unless you stick me at DH or first base.
That is an awful lot of pitches for a young arm, especially.
Awful lot of pitches for any arm.
Well, sure. I think sometimes we get lulled in that false sense of security when it is young.
Yeah.
You know, and it's unfortunate. I mean, that's a lot of pitches. Hopefully he recovered well and won't have to do that again.
Yeah. So Angiano steps in. The righty takes strike one.
He's been a spark plug for this Central Michigan team. As he's gone, things have gone well for the club. I mean, you certainly want that out of your leadoff guy to be able to get on base no matter how it looks or tastes or feels. You know, that's just, you want that leadoff guy to be able to get on and take a lot of pitches, show the rest of the team what to see in the pitcher, of course, but also to wreak havoc out there on the base paths.
There's a look at Krzysztof Kozak, the lanky righty. The 0-2 count, able to waste a pitch and sends it outside. 1-2. Angiano, a pitcher and a catcher, attends Alma High School. Ring number 5. Wants to be a biochemist or an engineer. Wants to go to Arizona State University. Perhaps play for Coach Tracy Smith, the former Indiana Hoosiers coach. That one runs high. Count evens at 2.
Well, we can say it's bottom of the first inning before we threw in that gratuitous IU Hoosier reference.
You'll probably hear multiple of those. That one's just foul tipped. And if he didn't hit that, and it went back to the backstop, he would have been on first base. I'll get as many of those as I can. But he certainly got the GPA to be a biochemist or an engineer, a 4.0. Fouls this one off, sprayed towards the pool area.
He's doing a good job as a leadoff hitter, just fighting those pitches off, making that pitch, the starting pitcher, work a little bit.
And the more pitches you see, the more dangerous you get. So right back to the pitcher. Well played by Kozak, and he throws on to the first baseman Schmid. First out recorded.
Good job defensively by Kozak. Just as he released that ball, he's in a good fielding position. That would enable him to react very, very well for that. Here you go. You take a look at it again. He was nice and square, facing the batter. Makes that a routine play for him.
David Freeman steps in. Fouls this one off. Wants to attend Oklahoma State University. Attends Clare High School in Clare, Michigan. Foul tipped into the catcher's glove. Strike 2.
That's a good pitch. He put that one on the inside portion of the plate. Kind of handcuffed him a little bit.
This one roped, but right at the center fielder. Novak, and the second out recorded.
Yeah, Freeman did a good job there of getting his hands extended on that one. Not so much the first time around. He's about the same place. Got his hands out in front of him. He was able to drive that to center field. It's a good catch. But, again, starting to, we're seeing some good pop off the bat for both these teams.
As Weatherby, the pitcher, steps in. Team all around the central Michigan area. Mount Pleasant, Shepherd, Alma, Clare, all along one highway. I can get another Indiana reference. Mount Pleasant, located there. As this one sent back to the shortstop.
Have to wait to
Makes
inning
the
two.
play. Yes, we will. No, he was off the bag. Schmid was off the bag.
That was a tough one from our perspective there, but as we take a look at it again, we're going to see.
Well, he fielded it cleanly off the bounce.
Shortstop Paddy Sack,
yeah. A little bit of a high throw. That's pretty close.
Yeah, pulled Schmid off just a little bit. It's tough to see from our angle up there with the umpire right there. Has got as good a look as anybody right there on the call.
Here's Dyer Leonard. He homered. Yeah,
we saw that in day one. This young man, he's stout young man and able to send one out of the ballpark.
He also popped out to end the first game with runners on second and third. Breaking ball sent towards the shortstop, and he'll just make the easy toss onto the second baseman. So
tailor-made.
Michigan's able to get one runner on via an error. However, they're not able to do anything with it. To the second inning we go. Czech Republic leads 1-0 here on MTC Sports.
How's it going? Nice to meet you guys. I have these 2 laptops. We're going to each download a TV show. I'm going to download it on Xfinity, and you guys are going to download it with AT&T Uverse, and we're going to see who goes faster. Go.
Well, this is a no-brainer so far.
How's AT&T doing?
Struggling.
I'm ready to go. We'll wait for you guys.
Looks like we're going to be waiting for a while.
Don't let Uverse slow you down. Upgrade to an Xfinity X1 Triple Play from Comcast and save when you bundle. See for yourself. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit Comcast.com today.
Sweet to happily live a life that's filled with glee and sing about how joyful it can be. I'd like to hear that.
Live life to its fullest every day with the highest level of primary care from Indiana University Health.
When you have your health, you have everything.
Indiana University Health. Schedule same-day primary care appointments at 1-888-IU-HELP.
Welcome back. There's a look at the flags from the countries represented in this 2016 Colt World Series. Right there in the middle, you see the Czech Republic flag.
Yep.
Aruba. Well, from left to right, United States, Aruba, Czech Republic, Mexico, and South Korea.
One thing we've seen consistently throughout this tournament is the wind has been a factor. We saw it in day one. We saw the wind was blowing out, and certainly saw it in day two as the home run barrage came over those first couple games.
There's Philip Hoshna, the third baseman. Rather winds and delivers. This one in the dirt. And the count evens at 1. The bats have been working in this tournament so far. We've seen home runs, many to left, one to right. This one ripped towards the shortstop. Barnett going to his knees, steps up, makes the throw. And solid first out.
Yeah, it was a good play out there short. Take a look again at the replay. Hosen, you can see he gets his hands on top of the baseball. He's able to drive it, but Barnett was having nothing of it. See him down there on his knees and just steps across the diamond. Great job. Great defensive play there by Zeke Barnett.
Max Kokor steps in, and that one is a fair ball.
Again, down in that corner.
That'll be 2, where he will have a stand-up double. Ball just now getting back in.
Yeah, they've certainly come to swing the baseball bats. Seen a lot of first pitch swings. Going to take a look again here on the replay. You see him just drive it. Kokor just sits on it, drives it down the left side. Again, the second one we've seen down in that corner, double earlier by Zelenka. Now this time Kokor.
Gainel steps in. Big swing and miss there.
Yeah, another first pitch swing, and Czech Republic team being aggressive up there at the plate.
Well, if you're seeing strikes, why not? Because there's a breaking ball in for strike 2.
Yeah, I think at this point in the tournament, I mean, it's a consolation game. You know, this is the third game of the series for each of these teams. Might as well go out with a bang, swing that bat aggressively. For a lot of these kids, this will be the last baseball game of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So good time to just be aggressive and enjoy the ride here.
Good waste pitch on 0-2, just outside. Weatherby
Ooh,
Puts in a
Buck.
breaking ball. A nasty breaking ball.
Oh,
Strike 3.
Yeah, he dropped his hand off the bat. That's when you know you've been had.
So with 2 outs and a runner on second.
Great pitch by Weatherby.
Zdeněk Shoptal will step in. Bear with us with the names. We're doing our best. One runs inside. The 1-0, and that one is in the dirt.
Kokor got a great jump on that.
Yes, he did. Easily able to slide into third base.
Yeah, he certainly. We take a look again here on the replay. If you look there at Kokor, there was no hesitation at all. As soon as that ball was in the dirt, he was off.
That'll be a wild pitch. That's in for strike 1. Another wild pitch, and Czech Republic could have a 2-0 lead. Runs outside. Good job by Young to corral it.
Ball 4.
That's a walk.
I think both the official score was one off there as well.
So we will cycle back around. Stoudick, who singled last inning, came around, or was out on the fielder's choice, excuse me.
Young man wants to be a firefighter when he grows up. Very noble profession. That's always need good servant hearts to go out into the communities and make a difference. It's good to see that out of the young man.
Judo and karate was as his favorite subjects in schools, along with justice. He faces a 1-1 count as Weatherby shakes off his catcher Young. Throw on to first, back in time. Now, we've seen a few pickoffs in this tournament, but I think we'd see a lot more if tags were applied better. Quite a few times the ball has beaten the runner back to the bag.
There he goes.
And they will throw on. Now here comes the throw home. It's high. A run will score, and Tvadl is all the way into third.
Yeah, it looked like they had planned for that. The shortstop came in and cut off the throw, and it just is a matter of execution at that point. You take a look again, he comes up and throws. Right, I'm sorry, the second baseman that came up early. Just the ball would have been down, would have been a lot closer play.
So an error given to the second baseman. There's a big swing and a miss. The count evens at 2. And at that point, if I'm the catcher, I know it's tough to say from up here, but with 2 outs, why even throw down to second, as this one's chopped foul towards the Czech Republic dugout?
Yeah, that's always the question in that moment, and that's something you've got to prepare for on the coaching side. You know, putting the kids in the best situations that they can be to succeed. Oh.
That one hit Stoudick, and he will jog on down to first base.
Well, we've seen a lot of scary hit batsmen throughout this tournament. That was certainly another one. Looks like the young man's okay. Boy, just shook it off.
So Novak will step in. He popped out to Zeke Barnett, the shortstop. Big righty with an open stance. There goes the runner again. He's going to throw down again, but this time the second baseman comes in, and they'll keep the runner at third. Always easy to steal after getting hit by a pitch, it seems like.
Yeah, you take a look again. It's the exact same play, but second baseman gets a much better jump coming up, and he is catching the ball going forward.
Some bounces in the dirt, but not far enough to get the runner home.
That was a tough one. Good job back there by Austin Young, trying to keep that ball in front of him as best he could. Fortunately, he's able to, I think that caught off the face mask there and deaden it just enough to keep the runners from advancing.
Weatherby with a breaking ball into center field. He comes in, then goes back, and it's a can of corn for the center fielder, Angiano. So Czech Republic does add a run. They're not able to do anything with runners on second and third with 2 outs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Central Michigan trails 2-0 here on MTC Sports. Welcome back. There's a look at the Lafayette Jeff, the new locker room area, the 2 state championships won by Spider Fields. Had the pleasure of meeting him for the first time last night. Coaching legend here in Lafayette. As Czech Republic leads Michigan 2-0 here in this consolation game. We head towards the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, we've seen early on Czech Republic being very aggressive, not only in the batter's box, also on the base paths, being able to manufacture a couple runs. Hitting the ball very well. Now it's the time for Central Michigan Stars come out and do the same thing.
So we're going to have 5, 6, 7 coming up. That's Allen, Young, and Schaefer. As we'll see the throw down here at Loeb Stadium. Down the left field line, 321, 368 to left center, 407 straightaway center. Right center is 355 right out there by the scoreboard, and then 327 out to right field. If you hit it out to right field, you hit it onto Main Street, left field onto Wallace Avenue. Behind us, the Columbian Park area. We've got a zoo to the left, park behind us, and then pool to the right as Jeff Allen steps in. First pitch swinging, chopper to the shortstop who comes on. About to make a strong throw, and he does. Out recorded 6-3.
Yeah, getting started right away. Jeff Allen swinging, just drives that right to the shortstop. Take a look at it here. One of the things we've seen over the course of the tournament is the bounces off the field. I mean, we're starting to see maybe a little more truer hops. We've seen in the past when the field's been hard, where it's more of a very aggressive bounce off the turf. But good job out there by the shortstop to throw him out.
Stepping in is Austin Young, who's been busy behind the plate already. He swings and misses there. From Remus, Michigan, to Chippewa Hills High School. That is an outside ball.
Lists Mike Trout is his favorite baseball player. Trout had a fantastic catch
on his birthday,
in Seattle on his birthday over the weekend. That young man has been a joy to see in the major leagues.
Runs outside.
Kind of has that same feeling like when we saw Albert Pujols come up. You know, you just knew he was special, and seeing the numbers he's put up consistently, offensive and even defensively, as we saw there in Seattle.
Big swing and a miss there. And it's too bad that I guess both of them are stuck on a non-contending team in the Angels right now.
We'll leave that one alone.
The 2-2 fouled off. He was off the umpire's mask. He wants to attend Central Michigan University, which, as I mentioned at the first inning, is located in Mount Pleasant. To get another Indiana University reference in, Tom Crean, the coach of IU, attended Central Michigan. Just off the plate.
For those keeping score at home, that's second and second innings.
Young, also a wrestling state finalist and a member of the Honor Society. I assume it's the National Honor Society. That one sent into left field. There to make the catch is the left fielder Kokor. Quickly, 2 outs.
Yeah, take a look. He just got underneath that ball. Wind's kind of blowing, not quite so strongly out like it was there in the past. So anything up in the air right now is just getting hung up. He's able to make the out.
Stepping in is Cade Schaefer, the left fielder. A lefty in left field. Takes strike one. He's from Big Rapids, Michigan. Not to be confused with Grand Rapids. Also attends Chippewa Hills. Wants to attend UCLA.
It's a long way from Michigan.
That is.
Hopefully mom and dad are okay with that. Good job going the
Sliding
opposite
stop.
way.
And the throw not in time. That'll be a base hit.
Excellent piece of hitting there by Schaefer. He's able to drive that to the left side of the field. That's one thing. If you can do that consistently as an offensive player, I mean, you're opening up your chances greatly for hits. Being able to do that from the left side of the plate, pushing the ball. I mean, we obviously know Tony Gwynn, former major leaguer, made a living at doing that. But that's just one of the things that I just, if there's certain aspects of baseball, the purity of baseball, that's one of the things that I enjoy the most, is seeing a left-hander drive that ball to the left side.
As the third baseman was playing in, and it got past his outstretched diving arm. Justin Sanderson steps in, right fielder. Junior from Midland, Michigan. That runs low, 2-0. Wants to be a physical therapist and attend Georgia Tech. In there for a strike.
Georgia Tech, a good baseball school.
Located right in downtown Atlanta. You can see the Atlanta skyline from Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Ooh.
Outside, 3-1.
Just missed on that one. Catcher kind of rocked to his right a little bit. I think if he would have framed that just a little bit better, he may have got a more favorable call.
The 3-1, and that's going to go into right field.
Oh, he's coming first.
Another base hit, but he throws to first. And Schmid wasn't on first base, and I'm not sure it would have been in time even if he was.
Back-to-back singles now for Central Michigan as they start this second inning.
Station-to-station baseball.
Yeah, you look at. I don't think he had an option there, but you're close. You're in right field. That's one of those plays where you're probably thinking, why not?
Zeke Barnett and the flashy orange bat step in. He's the shortstop and the ninth batter. Takes high, ball one. Then Mount Pleasant High School. Wants to be a model, he says. But his favorite subject is accounting. And this one into right center field. Center fielder coming on, makes the
he caught it.
Diving catch.
Wow,
out is recorded and the inning's over.
Fantastic catch out there in center field.
Add that to the 2016 Colt World Series highlight reel.
Novak.
And that saves a run. And we'll take a break. Great catch out there in center field by Novak. We'll go to the top of the third. Czech Republic leading Central Michigan 2-0 here on MTC Sports.
Tutti came from Vader, removed it was. His wallet, smile it did. Ooh. At our Dente Dental.
Daily since 1969, Haley's Lock, Safe and Key has provided expertise and solutions when dealing with residential or commercial security needs. Whether you're looking for a safe, seeking access solutions, or in need of automotive keys, nobody can serve you better than Haley's.
One-on-one service and simply the best solutions we've been providing at Daily for more than 40 years.
Haley's Lock, Safe, and Keys. Call, visit, or find us online. 2 locations, Crawfordsville and Lafayette.
We love to see you here at the Farmers Bank. However, we know there are times you need to bank on your schedule, wherever you may be. With the Farmers Bank mobile banking app, you can check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and now you can also securely deposit checks with your smartphone by simply taking a picture of the check. Download our mobile banking app today. The Farmers Bank, your local bank, your mobile bank, your bank for life.
Welcome back to the 2016 Colt World Series consolation game as Daniel Padishak, who scored after grounding into a fielder's choice, faces an 0-2 count already. He had 3 hits in the loss to South Texas. One of the few bats that really got going.
Wow, good pitch there.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, Weatherby dialed that in very nicely. Kind of pushed that out to the outside portion of the plate.
Zelinka steps in.
Quick at bat there. I apologize there. Quick at bat for Padishak.
Very quick. So Zelinka steps in. He's got 5 driven in the tournament. 5 of the 10 runs that this team has scored have been driven in by that man. Zelinka from Prague. Enjoys baseball, basketball, and floorball.
Gonna have to help me with that one, Sam.
Gonna go to a quick Google search on that, to be honest. Type of floor hockey with 5 field players and a goalkeeper on each team. Interesting. Developed in the 60s and 70s in Sweden. Popular in Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, Latvia, Norway, Sweden, and Switzerland.
Very interesting.
Into center field. Ranging back, making the catch for Quick, out number 2.
I just got underneath it. Zelinka's been swinging a hot bat to this point. Just had the off-speed pitch. He just swinging through the zone, got underneath it. Angiano with a nice play out there in center.
Schmid steps in.
I think that was the 57-foot fastball.
There you see there, the 17-year-old likes Tom Brady. Base hit out into left field. And Czech trying to put together a 2-out rally.
Boy, Allen out there at third base got full extension. One of these he's going to grab. He's had a couple of those to this point in the game. Schmid with a good job of hitting, though. It's the name of the game. Put the ball where they are not.
Yep. Filiposhina steps in. He grounded out to the shortstop and sees breaking ball, first pitch strike.
Yeah, very nice pitch there by Weatherby, especially on the first strike. Had a lot of confidence in that breaking ball. Most of the time as a batter, you're going in looking fastball on that first pitch. If you got a pitcher that can throw that for a strike right off the bat, it definitely puts it to his advantage.
Quick pickoff move, but back in safely is Schmid. One and one is the count. That one runs outside, 2-1. High, now 3-1.
2 outs here. Weatherby needs to settle down and get right after this batter. Don't want to put a second one on. He's going to do it anyway.
You got to be careful with those 2-out rallies as Kakor will step in. He doubled reached third on a wild pitch and then came home on the air from the second baseman.
Yeah, with Kokor there sitting on the on-deck circle, this is not what you wanted if you are a Central Michigan Star fan. But it's time for Weatherby. He's going to have to settle down and go right after Kokor, who roped that one into the left field corner at his last at-bat.
Popped up. Just foul, and Weatherby not able to get there.
Well, he jammed him on that one. Couldn't get that bat out in front. Very fortunate that was not a very easy catch there off the mound.
Quickly 0-1 with Kokor at the plate. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1-1. Let us know where you're watching from on the live stream chat. We'll give you a shout out. Popped him up, foul, back out of play. That one almost hit the press box window.
That would be a first in 5 years here at the Colt World Series.
Bounce on the bleachers, or the ground, just in front, and almost hit the window. So this one foul.
Good job there by Kokor, just hanging tough, trying to stay alive, fighting off those pitches. It's a good pitch by Weatherby. Again, going back to that breaking ball. A lot of confidence from that young man just in what he's throwing from the off-speed perspective.
Still 1-2 the count with runners on first and second. Czech has a run in each of the first 2 innings. Big breaking ball, but just outside.
Yeah, he Young there behind the plate. I don't know if they got mixed up there or not, but he was starting to stand out of his stance. I think that's what that conversation's about there. Just making sure they're on the same page.
So after the cross-up, a quick visit to the mound by Young. Weatherby from the stretch looks back at second, now delivers. Now runs outside, big lead at first. There for Hoshna.
Yeah, you got to be careful here if you're Weatherby, because you're in danger of walking another batter. And you just mentioned earlier about those 2-out rallies. These young kids are oblivious to the fact that there's 2 outs.
Full count, runners go. Doesn't matter.
Does not matter.
Swing and a miss on a pitch that might have been ball 4.
Yeah, I think it would have been.
So we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Central Michigan trying to get on the board. Czech Republic leads 2-0 here at the 2016 Colt World Series.
All the highlights. All the breakdowns. All the game.
All the analysis. All the live look-ins.
MLB Tonight. Bringing you closer to the game. All the time. All the time. All the time.
All the time.
MLB Tonight, every night. Only on the MLB Network.
Pretty special, right? Where else can you get this?
No, pretty much anywhere.
What?
What? Oh, yeah, no, I meant Xfinity On Demand. You get it on all your devices, anytime, anywhere. But yeah, this you can only get here. Dude, where's your horse?
Who cares?
Awesome is having the most TV shows and movies anywhere with Xfinity On Demand.
There's a look at some of the tents set up as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. And umbrellas as well, but that's not for the rain. That's a word you shouldn't say around here. Those are for the sun, beating down here in West Central Indiana. Damon Angiano back to the top of the order. As he grounded out to the pitcher to lead off the bottom of the first. First pitch swinging, that's a base hit into left field. Angiano's aboard.
Yeah, that's what you like to see out of Angiano. I mean, great job of your leadoff guy getting on base. Put a cork right here. You can take a look at it again. Right there in between the 5 and the 6 hole.
Stepping in is David Freeman.
I was just about to comment that was you get the fortunate how things laid out with your leadoff guy being able to lead off the inning again already in the 3rd inning. It's a good time for Central Michigan, down by 2 right now, to be able to try to manufacture a few runs.
Now fouled out towards the zoo area. As Kozak pitches this one back to him. No play at second, so he'll make the strong throw onto first. And that'll essentially be a sacrifice bunt.
Right. Well, what I like about that, though, is the pitcher did not even think about that a second.
Right.
It was all one fluid motion. There was no doubt in his mind, no hesitation. And many times that's when you get that nice strike, that nice throw to the first baseman.
Yeah, if you start to hesitate, you might get distracted a little bit. You might have a bad throw onto first. There goes the runner. He got a huge jump. No throw.
Yeah, that tells you what kind of jump he got, not even thrown. He was almost on third base before he even could have even released the ball. Zelinka there behind the plate.
So Weatherby now potential RBI is 90 feet away as the first and third baseman come into the grass. Weatherby's favorite player is Miguel Cabrera. Perhaps that's why he wears 24, and there he gets a base hit. Central Michigan on the board. Pitcher helping his own cause with the RBI.
Yeah, good inside-out swing there by Weatherby, helping himself out. Good job. We'll get to take a look at it here again. Just puts it right there down the right field line. Get that first run on the board for Central Michigan.
Dyer Leonard steps in trying to keep the hit parade going. As we want to give a quick shout to Carlin Grace watching from Tampa, Florida. Tampa, of course, powerhouse formerly in this tournament. I think it was 4 straight that the Tampa area won back in the mid-2000s.
Yeah, right before that Los Gatos run, we saw Tampa, Florida go on that. Another one in
right
that hole.
Side, and that'll be a base hit. So move Weatherby up 90 feet. Now Dyer Leonard. The go-ahead run is on first base.
Yeah, great job of hitting here. It's almost second verse, same as the first. Just put it right there in between the first and second baseman.
And these aren't particularly hard-hit balls. They're just sneaking through the infield. Getting the job done.
Yeah, that's all it takes. I mean, it looks the same in the scorebook.
As Kozak will step off and look towards second base with Jeff Allen standing in. That was close.
That was a good pitch. Very good pitch. Yeah, I think Kozak there, he is trying to figure it out himself. You can see him shrugging his shoulders. Just asking, what more can I do?
So Allen.
Oh, that may get past him.
Center field.
Yeah,
and that is deep. That'll score 2 runs. Allen will let off at second. Here comes the run around from third, and Central Michigan takes a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, I think they got the center fielder there playing just a little bit up. Allen just drives the ball over his head. It's never a good sign when you see that center fielder turning his back to you. We're going to take a look at it here. He just takes off. Allen puts a charge in this one. Put a very good spot out there. He got two RBIs out of this one. Central Michigan now leading 3-2.
Quickly 3 runs, and still only 1 out for Austin Young, who flew out to the left fielder. He's first pitch swinging, but this one popped up on the infield. Shortstop has it in his sights. Padishak able to make the catch. 2 outs.
I'm going to guess that Allen is going to want that one back.
Just got under it.
Yeah, just missed it. I think his eyes were probably, sometimes that happens when you start to get in that big inning and then your eyes get a little bit bigger as a batter. He just got underneath that one. It's coming up, first pitch swinging. Nonetheless, 2 outs for Central Michigan.
Cade Schaefer had an infield single back in the second. Takes first pitch strike. Also want to say hello to Cordell Clark watching from Weedman, Michigan. So 0-1 for Schaefer, the left fielder.
That's
Sprays
trouble.
This one.
That's trouble.
That could get down, and it will. And Allen motors around from second and will score.
Allen was moving on contact with that one. No hesitation there at all at third base. Take a look again. See the replay up. That's just, again, it's not hitting them hard. It's hitting them where they're not. That one drops right there in front of the left fielder, and Allen comes in easily, scores. That's the 4th run in this inning for Central Michigan.
And the 5th hit. Already 7 hits for the group from Central Michigan. Now batting is Sanderson, who had a single. From the stretch, delivers. Pops this one. That's going to get out of play. Sanderson lists his favorite team as the Colorado Rockies. Favorite player, Nolan Arenado, who was raking this year.
It's always a joy to see what these young men fill out for these questionnaires. You get really, we see another hit.
Into the gap, and that'll be a base hit.
Another hit. This has been the inning for Central Michigan for sure.
So Sanderson now 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. And Zeke Barnett steps up.
Well, to complete that thought there, getting to see in what you see the dynamics of different parts of the world, and still, that love for baseball. You see different teams, different players that people enjoy to watch and root for. Baseball is one of those things that kind of draws us all together, and it's a joy to see that from these young men.
As Barnett steps in, 0 for 1. That one in the dirt, but not able to advance the runners.
Starting to see some activity. You kind of see it there in your background with Hoosier North players. They're starting to show up at the ballpark, ready for their second game here.
There's only 3 players who have not got a hit yet for Michigan. And if that gets down, you can make it 2, but it will not. That's a easy pop out to his counterpart at shortstop. So the inning is over, but not before 9 players come to bat, and 4 of them come around to score. Central Michigan leads 4-2, going to the 4th inning here from Loeb Stadium on MTC Sports.
I would like to think of myself as being a specialist in farm insurance because that's what I use as a farmer, is insurance. I have crop insurance. I know the importance of carrying high limits of liability. Price is important. It's got to be affordable. It's got to be a main part of my operation, operating costs, because I can't afford to have a loss without coverage.
Pony baseball began in the summer of 1951 with the organization of the original Pony League in Washington, Pennsylvania. The league was originally designed to help transition 13 and 14-year-old players from the Little League Diamond to the regulation-sized Diamond. Today, more than 500,000 players participate in the Pony organization annually in the United States and in more than 25 countries around the world. For more information on pony baseball, go to pony.org. Don't miss pony baseball for the world. Pure baseball, pure pony.
Welcome back. Top of the fourth inning. Central Michigan puts 4 on the board in the bottom of the third to take a 4-2 lead, as you see there, as we are underway in the fourth. Christian Gainel struck out looking, steps in, takes first pitch ball. Fouls this one out of play. Weatherby delivers, swing and a miss. Got him to go to his knees.
Yeah, it's never a good sign when you're down on your knees as a batter.
All right, base is a 1-2 count. Weatherby winds and delivers. That one up high. Again, this is a Central Michigan team playing shorthanded. Only one sub right now, and that's Ty Beckel. Count goes full. As Caloris, Wyatt Cook, and Thomas Judge all went home.
Yeah, the timing of the tournament this year is a little different, where we're seeing this is going to be affecting schools as they open it. Traditionally, the schools will start just a week later, especially around these parts. So the Colt World Series does not interfere with the start of school, but this year that's going to be a little different. It's changing up, at the schools are going to a little more of a balanced calendar, where we're seeing them start just a little bit early. So that could pose for some interesting dynamics on Wednesday night. Good bunt.
Beautiful bunt. Weatherby makes a very strong throw.
Yeah. Weatherby fielded his position very well on that one. But it still nonetheless gets the sacrifice here as we see it again. Step and throw. Nice hard throw, as you mentioned, by Weatherby. But the sac bunt does its job.
So now Staudick steps in. Hit by a pitch. Back in the second. Singled in the first. Also stole second. Breaking ball catches the outside corner. Strike one. That one a ball. Count evens at 1. In the dirt. Couldn't find it. Gainel couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, he's able to track that one down quickly. Good job there by Young behind the plate.
In there for strike two. Count evens at 2. Weatherby's got a pretty good breaking ball. We've seen quite a few times today. 2-2, just outside.
That's a close pitch right there. Good job of hitting up there by Studek.
That'll be a walk.
Got his walk.
Second of the inning. And the fourth of the day.
As Studek, he's been on base twice now as your leadoff guy. Now it looks like the Czech Republic making some noise now, trying to respond to that 4 spot that Michigan put on them in the inning prior.
Box 0 for 2, but has a big chance here with 1 out. Strike one. A reminder, the other two games coming your way today, Chula Vista, California, and Hoosier North, coming at approximately 5 o'clock, depending on when this game gets done. Swing and a miss from Novak 30 minutes after this game, which, going by what we've seen so far, it'll be a little bit later. And then Lafayette, South Korea, your nightcap. Big swing and miss there. Bangs his bat on the ground in disappointment as he strikes out for the third time today.
Yeah, he's having a rough day at the plate at this point, 0 for 3. I think that's a little frustration spilling over there. You mentioned those two games coming up next. Very excited to see both of those. I think both have the potential to be very, very good. That Lafayette South Korea game there in the nightcap is one certainly keeping an eye on.
Nasty breaking ball there. Yeah, we've seen a lot better, as we mentioned earlier, a lot better performance from South Korea than we've seen in past tournaments. Lafayette has more pitching depth. I mean, it's they don't have a really star ace or anything, but they've got depth. That one sent foul. And South Korea's brought the bats.
Yeah, it should be an interesting collision going on tonight. So we see the All-Stars, and the winner of that will get Mexico sitting. They get the bye tonight from that half of the bracket. They were able to defeat Lafayette last night.
And they beat South Korea, too, so team perhaps gets a rematch. Strike three in the dirt. They'll have to throw on to first, and the side is retired. So halfway home. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Central Michigan leads 4-2.
Since 1980, Phoenix Lawn and Garden has been family owned and operated. For over 30 years, the Thomases have provided reliable, quality brand name products and services to their customers. Let's face it, you don't make it this far in this industry with anything less. Generation after generation. From the initial sale through the life of the purchase, Phoenix is there every step of the way. Thomas's Phoenix Lawn and Garden, where we make tall grass short.
We chose Haley's for our video surveillance needs because we've had great luck with them on the lock, safe, and key side. And when we found out that they also do video surveillance, we right away knew that we could trust Rick and his team over there. I would definitely recommend Haley's Lock, Safe, and Key to any business owner. They take great care of you. They have good, fair prices, and service after the sale is tremendous.
For security solutions and unbeatable support after the sale, visit Haley's in Lafayette and Crawfordsville.
Welcome back. Bottom of the fourth inning coming your way as you get a full field look here. As in a couple of years, it's going to be a different stadium here.
Yeah, interesting dynamic of what's going to be happening here at what we know now is Loeb Stadium. They're going to be tearing this one down and rebuilding something similar to Municipal Stadium in Kokomo, Indiana. As MKE Sports has come in with the Lafayette Aviators, part of the expansion of baseball here in this area. It's a kind of a bittersweet thing, Sam, where you've got something so nostalgic and just says Lafayette, like Loeb Stadium. It's been such a staple here for so long. But then you've got the other side of that is a brand new stadium. And I've been over to Kokomo a number of times, and that they're going to be emulating that one. And it is a beautiful place up there to play.
A lot of games have been played here on this field. As Angiano steps in, 1 for 2 with a run. He started off that third inning, but pops up. Shortstop's been busy today. Padishak makes the catch.
Yeah, we'll see this one again. Angiano swinging at that first pitch. Just couldn't quite get his hands over top of the baseball. As you mentioned, busy day out there at shortstop. Another first pitch swing.
That's going to go foul, however.
Yeah, it's been kind of a consistent theme today. Those batters are up there being aggressive, swinging, or if it's across the plate, they're swinging. Freeman 0 for 2, flew out to center field and hit one back to the pitcher last time up.
And bounce right into the second baseman's glove. He's able to make the throw on. Out recorded 4-3. Talking more about the stadium, it's going to cost about $10 million. We're going to look at the replay. Throw on first. The Kokomo Stadium costs about $12 million, but Lafayette already owns the land here, and water and sewer systems are already in place as they're going to build on the exact same ground that the existing stadium is on. In for ball 1 to Weatherby, the pitcher who had an RBI last inning. And they're going to explore the possibility of naming rights. And they'll be able to do it within their normal city budget. So that's good to hear. Ripped into left field. There's a base hit.
Yeah, he may try to squeeze it into 2, see if he's going to be aggressive in the path. Now he's going to slow down.
Pretty big lead. Could return it first, but doesn't risk it.
Second consecutive single now for Weatherby. Did a good job getting his hands on top of the baseball. You see this a lot, especially at this label. They're able to rotate that top hand over. You're going to keep that ball down, and good things are going to happen.
Popped up. That'll get to the stands.
You mentioned about the stadium. I believe after the Colt World Series next season is when the construction is going to begin. So we will be fortunate enough to be here next year. We'll cover the final pitch, final at-bat at Loeb Stadium, as that has kind of been the benchmark to begin construction or deconstruction and then reconstruct the new stadium.
There's also a possibility of them flipping the field, so the home plate would be out in center, where center is now anyway. But Mayor Zorski said there's a small chance that'll happen.
Yeah, I'm sure that they will dot every I, cross every T. Just kind of, you don't get this opportunity, obviously once in a lifetime here, generation, where you're going to be taking down a stadium and rebuilding. So I'm sure that they're going to look at all possibilities, try to make the best decision for the area, for the baseball fans, and ultimately for the players.
That was close.
That was really close.
Walk, Dyer Leonard.
Really close there. Leonard was able to lay off of it, and it just missed the strike zone.
That is the first walk issued by Kozak. As Allen steps in, he had a big 2 RBI double and could be an early consideration for our player of the game. As you see, they're warming up in the pen.
Good job behind the plate there on that pitch by Zelenka.
Simon Blazic. For 22. Allen, favorite player, Noah Syndergaard. You can see why with the long locks. Sends this one to the shortstop. Bad hop, but able to recover and throws on to first to record the out.
Great job by Padishak just to keep his concentration. No need to hurry that throw. He knew he could just pick it right up after bobbling it and then throw the ball across for the out.
So Central Michigan gets 2 on with a couple of outs, but not able to bring them around. They lead 4-2 going to the top of the 5th inning here at Loeb Stadium. This is the 2016 Colt World Series on MTC Sports.
Construction projects mean deadlines. At McAllister Machinery and the Cat Rental Store, we understand the challenges our customers face. That's why our team of professionals are here to help. From our knowledgeable support staff to our industry-leading service department, McAllister Machinery and the Cat Rental Store are here to make sure you get the right equipment delivered on time. Whether it's Cat equipment, JLG lifts, or Solaire air compressors, we carry it all. McAllister Machinery and the Cat Rental Store, helping build Indiana since 1945.
Wouldn't it be
Live life to its fullest every day with the highest level of primary care from Indiana University Health.
When you have your health, you have everything.
Indiana University Health. Schedule same-day primary care appointments at 1-888-IU-HEALTH.
Welcome back. Top of the 5th inning here in Lafayette, Indiana at Loeb Stadium. Appreciate you watching here on MTC Sports.
Yeah, a lot of that right there in the ballpark today. Sunshine is beating down here in Indiana. Trying to find some shade. That's a good place to find it. Under an umbrella.
Well, we're lucky here. We're just in the air-conditioned press box, but a big shout-out to our cameramen out just in front of us here, also on the first and third base side and out in center field. That's a trek out there.
That is correct.
Especially when you have to, I guess it's nicer now, but before, this one sent into center field, heading back,
still drifting,
and making the diving catch.
Wow.
Angiano.
Angiano kind of took a couple steps forward as this ball was hit, and then if you look, he kind of comes in, and then he realizes it's been hit harder than what he thought, and he kept drifting. He didn't. That's one thing you got to be careful of as an outfielder, is getting in that drifting mode where you're not really running very hard. He made that play a whole lot harder than what it should have been, but boy, give him some credit. He kept his focus and attention on that baseball and was able to pull it in.
First step should always be back. He broke that rule, but still would make the catch.
Yeah, his speed was able to save that first step forward.
Schmid steps in, and Angiano's been busy.
Look
Another
at that.
diving catch.
Now that was beautiful right there. Getting that grass stain on that uniform. Very good catch out there by Angiano. We'll take a look at it again one more time. He got a great jump on this one, used his speed, lays out perfectly. You couldn't ask. That was textbook right there.
Now he's saying to Hoshna, who steps in, hey, give me a break. Now Hoshna shows bunt, pulls back, takes strike one.
And Angiano, we heard him out. He just gave a big sigh of relief. We heard it up here.
Able to catch his breath. Right back to the pitcher. That is probably the quickest inning we've seen here at the 2016 Colt World Series. 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Michigan still leads 4-2.
Hi, my name is Mike Whittiving, President of Tecton Construction Management. We build quality commercial buildings using our trademarked integrated project delivery system called filtering. Essentially what filtering does is it reduces waste during the design, bidding, and construction phase of the project, which saves money. We scrutinize construction details and our hired contractors, which improves quality, and we manage risk in a way to reduce exposure to our owners during the project. Let us be your first call to help you quantify your vision within your budget. I hope to talk to you
early
soon.
when they can. Welcome back. 2016 Colt World Series consolation game. These two teams both 0-2 currently. Had some tough losses. The Central Michigan lost on opening night in front of a huge crowd to Lafayette 6-4. And that in that game they had runners on second and third, with 2 outs in the 7th. As you get a look at Hoosier North, who will play coming up here at 5. And then Michigan also lost a close one to South Korea, 16-13.
Been a lot of runs scored in this series.
Yeah, there have.
A lot of hits. It's enjoyable for the fans, enjoyable for the players. It always makes good TV.
Austin Young steps in. He is 0-2. One of 3 players on Central Michigan's team that has not recorded a hit. He's trying to make that 2. Takes ball 1. Of the 9 hits for the Stars, 8 of them are singles, and then the other was a 2 RBI double to center field. Popped him up on the infield. Third baseman Oshna coming in, calling everybody off, and makes the easy play.
Yeah, another one where he just got underneath it, hit that one a mile high. Young has put it in the air all 3 times at the plate.
You want to try to get him to get on top of the ball next time.
Yeah, I think sometimes
on the ground.
As a batter, you want to just you realize that this is one of those days. So sometimes it's good just kind of shorten up your swing a little bit and kind of make more of a slapping motion, get the ball down on the ground. Certainly, your odds are a lot better to get on base when you hit it on the ground than up in the air.
Cade Schaefer steps in. Back up the middle. Past the outstretched arm of Padishak, and he's got 10th hit of the game for the team and his 3rd single.
Yeah, he's putting on a hitting clinic. He is a couple to the opposite side, one up the middle. Take a look at it again. He just smacks it right back up the dish. As you said, he's got a 3-for-3 day. Enjoying his time here at Loeb Stadium on this Monday afternoon.
So Sanderson also has 2 hits so far, trying to make it a 3rd. Excuse me, we've got a pinch hitter. Ty Beckel, the lone sub available from Mount Pleasant. Attends Mount Pleasant High. He'll be a junior. Pops out to the shortstop.
That was a quick at-bat for the young man. Came up swinging. Kind of pulled off that one a little bit, which always causes your bat head to drop down. The result is usually a pop fly.
Zeke Barnett is 0 for 2 in that 9 spot. Fouls it off down towards our third base camera. Runs high. Already in the bottom of the 5th inning. This one's gone pretty quick so far. You can't say that about most of the games in this tournament.
Yeah, that's been a staple, it seems, of all the games in this tournament so far. Is not many have gotten to those 2-hour marks. We're seeing a lot of 2 hour, 2.5, 2:45, even some 3.
I expected to hear the thump on the roof of the press box as that one was fouled back over our heads.
Barnett has flown out to center field, popped up to the shortstop.
How many pop-outs to the shortstop have we seen? At least 4. I've got 4. Quite a few.
Yeah, probably better question is how many pop-ups or fly-outs we've had. There have been a lot of balls in the air total. Say that, and then
Padishak's been busy.
Yeah.
Hits it on the hop. Strong throw on to first. And
Padishak showing just how to do it right there. Nice, clean, came up on the run, threw off the single foot. That's something you practice over and over again as a shortstop.
A hit by Cade Schaefer, but Michigan not able to do anything with it. Heading to the 6th, Czech Republic's got 6 outs to get at least 2 runs here at the 2016 Colt World Series on MTC Sports.
As he does, Jalen Attaway comes flying in with the monster dunk. Get up, young fella. Down close to the first down, and it's caught, and he's going to take it down.
Hey, Jennifer Fuzzmike, Trooper Money Slang. Aw, scram.
I'm Chris Mike Juppy Robon, y'all gonna lead up in Kiss Bet.
Peace charity get town down.
Toothpaste dummy way.
Brno brood.
What?
With the top 100 shows preloaded, Xfinity is perfect for people who want to join the conversation. Catch up on the shows everyone is talking about. Get started with the Xfinity X1 Triple Play from Comcast for $99 a month for a whole year. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit Comcast.com today.
Most of the time, commercials require a fancy voiceover to sell their product.
But here at Pepe's Mexican Restaurant, we believe in letting these images speak for themselves. But I just can't help myself. Tantalizing. Delicious. I can almost taste it. Pepe's Mexican Restaurant, Sagamore Parkway, Lafayette.
Back here for the top of the 6th inning. Czech Republic down to their final 6 outs as Weatherby has been strong today. I say that he throws one back to the backstop.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Yeah, Weatherby is he's done a really good job controlling his pitches today, mixing them up very well. Yeah, he is struggling a little bit through these first 2 pitches as we get to brag on him a little bit, but up to this point has thrown a very, very good ball game.
Right back to Weatherby.
And fielded his position very nicely today as well.
As Kolek is retired, he was the pinch hitter in for Kokor.
Yeah, we'll take a look again right there. See, a lot of times we've seen, pitchers in this tournament where they'll fall off of the mound as they pitch. They kind of got an unorthodox throwing motion, but a lot of these guys, we're seeing it definitely from Weatherby. As he throws, he squares up nicely and has been able to field his position very well.
Jakub Visteka, the pinch hitter in. First pitch swing, and that's another out.
Got Schaefer out there doing a good job fielding his position as well. We're seeing quick innings right now. 1, 2, 3, the last inning for the Czech Republic. That's in danger of doing the same thing.
Zdeněk Schadl steps in, the second baseman.
Another
right
first
back,
pitch.
Up the middle. Shortstop. Off the bag.
Pulled him off.
E6.
Yeah, that what we saw done right with Padishak. Yeah, there in the last inning. We're going to see here this time for the shortstop.
Barnett.
Zeke Barnett. Kind of rushed that. With that particular one, he almost could have taken another step as he was throwing that ball across the diamond. Kind of rushed it a little bit and ended up pulling him off the bag there at first base.
And there's strike to Studek, who has reached base all 3 times. 3 different ways as well. A single in the first, hit by a pitch in the second, a walk,
and now a
in
double.
The fourth, and now a double, it looks like, as they are going to send the runner. Just now getting to that ball and cruising in is Shavadl.
Yeah, that
Czech Republic is within a run.
Yeah, that's a big-time hit there from your leadoff guy, driving that down in that corner. That's been a popular place today. But we'll say it, errors always seem to find a way to come back. Errors and walks will come back to hurt you. And in this case, we've seen Studek driving the ball there. And now they are suddenly within 1 run.
The inning should have been over, but an error keeps it going. And we've got a pinch hitter, it looks like, perhaps.
Yeah.
Looks like 8. Jacob Flouch.
Enters the game, and is now batting. Number 8, Lucas Sloak.
Lucas Sloak, excuse me.
Yeah, 2 outs here, but you still got a runner duck on the pond, so to speak, out there. Bringing up the big left-handed stick here and see if they can drive in that tying run out there in Studek.
Takes ball 1. His hobbies include listening to Wiz Khalifa and A$AP Rocky.
Good pitch out there
Take strike 2
by Weatherby. Yeah, he brought in the off-speed on that one. Threw it well across the plate.
Greg, can you name any songs by Wiz Khalifa or A$AP Rocky?
I was hoping you'd bail me out or find Mrs. Google there again and see if you can help us.
Well, I can. I was wondering if you
you've
could.
got it. You've got it. Yeah, that's a range that I do not know.
That's all right. 2-2 as that one goes to the backstop. And advancing on to third is Staudick.
I am not ashamed to say that my musical tracks are very limited, very contained.
One into right field. We're going to have a tie ball game.
Wow.
The 2-out air comes back to haunt Michigan. Staudick scores. And the pinch hitter, Flouch, with an RBI.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there. Just kept fighting, kept battling. Took the off-speed pitch and just kind of got it out in front of him. Put it right where he wasn't. Yeah, that wild pitch previous to that allowed Staudick to come in. That ball wasn't hit very hard over here, so don't know if that would have brought in that run or not, but here we are. We got a tie ball game.
Weatherby cannot be happy as Padishak stands in. He's a sophomore from Prague. Takes strike. His favorite team, the Baltimore Orioles. His favorite players, Adam Jones and Big Sexy Bartolo Colon.
Yeah. It's the first time I've heard Colon being mentioned in this series. The Ageless Wonder, we might call him that as well.
His favorite players in other sports, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who just transferred to Manchester United from PSG in France.
Laid off. Good job. Ball four. And the inning continues for this Czech Republic team.
Should have been over 3 batters ago. However, the air coming back to haunt him. And the inning's not over yet, especially with this guy at the plate, Martin Zelinka, who's has an RBI double. He's got 5 driven in this tournament, and a couple pretty well hit balls to center field, including one that was caught by the diving center fielder.
Yeah, I think Central Michigan also recognizing the gravity of this moment. You got Zelinka, a very good stick coming up. You still got 2 runners on base. Certainly you don't want to give up anything that's going to let this out of hand, but looks like they're going to stay with Weatherby. Get a little boost of confidence in that young man. Let him know you're my guy, and let's finish. Let's get out of this inning.
Yeah, he's pitched pretty well. So you get a look at some of the teammates watching on by the dugout. Strike one.
That's a good job by Weatherby coming back out of that brief meeting there on the mound, going right back at it and throwing first pitch strike.
Right back up the middle. That's into center field, and they're going to send the runner. Here comes the throw.
Up the line.
Not in time.
Zelinka once again, the RBI machine, comes through and puts the Czech Republic up by a run, and this inning continues. We're going to see it one more time as Zelinka just drives it right back up the middle.
Just under the glove of Weatherby.
Just missed him.
So Schmid steps in. He's 1 for 3. Has flown out a couple times, also singled. And this time we're going to get a new pitcher. There's Weatherby. It looks like we'll just walk on over to third. Allen comes in. And that means we'll go to a break. Pitching change as 3 runs have come in after the 2-out error. Czech Republic leads 5-4 in the top of the 6th here from the 2016 Colt World Series.
MLB Network brings you closer all season long. With 5 games every week.
Are you kidding me?
and 200 games this season.
Unbelievable.
With MLB Tonight's live coverage every night.
That is so true.
And more highlights.
His 3,000th hit.
Analysis.
A fastball that cuts.
And live look-ins all night long.
Number 500.
Get closer to the game on MLB Network.
Are you 62 years or older? Are you disabled? If you answer yes to either of those questions and you are looking for a new place to call home, then look no further than Friendship Gardens Apartments in Mulberry, located in a nice peaceful setting just minutes from Lafayette or Frankfort. Our apartments are HUD approved and the rent is based upon your income. This 30-unit apartment complex was designed with the needs of the active senior and disabled adults in mind. At Friendship Gardens, you enjoy a sense of belonging that extends throughout the entire community.
How can the Farmers Bank mobile app help you? You can transfer funds, check your account balances, make Farmers Bank loan payments, pay bills, check your account history, or locate our branches and ATMs, all from the convenient safety of your own smartphone. Our app features all these benefits, plus all the safety and security that you have grown to expect from the Farmers Bank. The Farmers Bank, your local bank, your mobile bank, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Allen Weatherby switched spots. And first pitch swinging, diving stop off the pitcher to the second baseman, and that will retire the side. So Allen comes in and only has to throw one pitch. Inning finally over, but Czech Republic takes the lead, 5-4, going to the bottom of the sixth. Welcome back. Bottom of the sixth inning coming your way. 5-7-1 for Czech Republic, 4-10-2, and one of those two very costly for the team from Central Michigan, as Zeke Barnett made a poor throw onto first. That allowed Schwadl to get on base. He came around and scored, as did the next batter. Stoudick and Flouch both scored, as the Czech Republic in this consolation game takes a 5-4 lead.
That's a good job by the Czech team just to string together some hits. Had a walk mixed in there as well. Good things that happen when you hit the baseball on the ground, and they certainly benefited by that on this last inning. 3 runs up, puts the pressure now back on the Central Michigan Stars, as the Czech team was down to their final 6 outs. Now we see the tide turn, and the Stars are sitting in the same position.
As now they have 6 outs to score at least a run. Angiano, this is his 4th time leading off an inning. Did it in the first, as he is the leadoff hitter, the 3rd, in which he singled and scored, and the 4th. Now he does it again in the 6th. As we got a pitching change. Blažič comes in. Simon Blažič from Prague. Runs outside.
Yeah, Kojak pitched a pretty good game today. Had that one inning where things kind of unraveled a little bit, but other than that, a bunch of zeros up on the board.
As he goes 5 innings, Gives up 10 hits, 4 runs. Does not record a strikeout. And gives up 1 walk. So pretty solid outing. 9 of those hits were singles. And the count is 3-1 to Angiano.
Yeah, 6 of those were in that third inning where they put up the 4 runs. But really the rest of the way did a pretty good job.
The 5-pitch walk, and Angiano is on board again.
That's not what you want to see as coach of the Czech team, bringing in your relief pitcher to give up a leadoff walk.
Freeman steps in. He is 0 for 3. Lined out to the center fielder. Grounded back to the pitcher and grounded out to the second baseman.
I think the Czech team is well aware of Angiano's speed out there at first base. He's shown it not only on the offensive side, but the defensive side as well. Would not be surprised to see him go.
In there for strike 1. As Freeman shows bunt. Just trying to get that run around any way you can. This one on the ground, takes a bad hop, and everybody's safe.
Yeah, that was set up by Angiano out there. He had bluffed that he was going to steal a base, brought the shortstop over, and instead of being able to bring his whole body in front of it, it forced him to turn. We'll see it here on the replay. See him he's starting to drift over to second base. He's got to stop, and instead of feeling that in front of him, he had to turn his glove over.
Boy, right up his arm.
Yeah, went right up his arm. It's a left-handed batter anyway, so it's got that spin on the ball. Yeah, Angiano, his bluff out there set that whole thing up.
Scored E6, and there
goes
the runner. He steps off, throws on to third. Safe.
Wow.
Oh,
my goodness.
And Freeman able to go into second behind him.
There's a huge exhale over there by the coach, Central Michigan. You'll see. It looked like
that.
Yeah, that was a great job recognizing it by the.
Oh, Andy was off the base for a little bit. But
yeah, by the pitcher.
Now he'll make the tag.
Great job of recognizing it, where he turned his body and was able to step off the instead of coming home. And Angiano was he committed so quickly. Very fortunate for the Michigan Stars.
Weatherby steps in, and
that's going to be deep enough.
Sends this one into center field. Here comes Angiano. When you try to throw home, throws wisely to the shortstop to keep the other runner. Freeman at second. Sack fly for Weatherby, his second run driven into the game, and we are tied at 5.
Yeah, you just want to get the ball out of the infield in this with that speed sitting there on third base. Weatherby did exactly what he needed to do. Got that ball deep enough. There was no way they were going to throw him out. So now we have a tie game once again. Sitting at 5 apiece.
Dyer Leonard steps in. Leonard, 1 for 2. Has a single and a walk. That's a duck under that.
Wow. I'm surprised he almost got that on the bat as well.
I was thinking the same thing. He's lucky he didn't hit the bat and just dribble into play or foul it off. Leonard attends Shepherd High School. Wants to attend South Carolina, become a South Carolina Gamecock.
Another good baseball school down there in the southern part of the country.
So on the ground, left side, has to make
Tough
a
play in the
strong
hole.
throw, but he does.
Oh, Padishak. Wow. Tremendous play out there at shortstop. Cannot say enough about that young man. He's played an excellent game out there at the shortstop position. Take a look at it one more time here on the replay. You'll see it's a curveball, so he kind of got out in front of it anyway. Steps, throws across the diamond. Boy, textbook out there. Good job at Padishak.
So Jeff Allen, who stepped in through one pitch and got the inning to end, now here in the bottom of the 6th inning can put his team up with a hit. Big gap up the middle right here is the shortstop playing to the left.
Yeah, that's one thing with that shot deep in the hole. It did advance the runner. Now you've got Jeff Allen up here, 2 outs, but able to play the hero role here if he can bring this runner in.
Pops it up. Patty Shack goes back, shallow left center, makes the catch. And we will go to the final inning of this ball game, all tied up. Will we see the first extra inning games of this Colt World Series? We'll see. We'll come back. It's the 2016 Colt World Series on MTC Sports.
I see you all feeling blue. Come on over to my place. Hey girl, we're having a party. We'll be singing and dancing and singing. Come on over tonight.
Welcome back. All knotted up as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Michigan was able to get 1 in the 6th to tie it up. And Jeff Allen back on the mound. He threw just 1 pitch to win that 6th inning.
Yeah, that was a painful pitch there at the end of the 6th. Got that shot right. One throw hit off of him, and they were able to score that 1-4-6. Kicked out to the second baseman.
Lucas Rahushik comes in as a pinch hitter. Takes first pitch ball. Where's number 4? Goes to the Business Academy over in the Czech Republic.
Allen's got a little bit of an unorthodox style in his throwing motion. It's really all arm, not a lot of leg or body help with his pitch.
So that replaces Hoshna. Fouls this one off.
Five here in the top of the 7th. Gotta like it. Exciting baseball here to kick us off on this Monday afternoon. I think he's able to hold that swing.
Gets away.
That was a throw down to first base just to make sure. Gotta be careful here, though. You're sitting at 3-2. You don't want to walk this leadoff batter.
He will not. Instead, it's going to be an out. A dramatic one, but an out nonetheless, as Dyer Leonard had to jump.
Yeah, that was Barnett again out there. He's struggled a little bit in throwing the baseball across the diamond today. Great job out there by Leonard jumping and landing back on that base. Get that first out. Ooh, said it earlier. It's never a good sign when you're on your knees after you swung the baseball bat.
Colt ground out to the pitcher. And his last at bat as a pinch hitter. And now grounds out to the shortstop. Barnett, a solid throw that time.
Yeah, much better out there by Barnett. Got a second chance at it. Made a nice strong throw across the diamond. That's 2 quick outs here for Allen.
Stecca steps in. His favorite team, the Toronto Blue Jays.
I'm a little disappointed. I haven't heard many Cubs fans from much of the players of this tournament.
There's a few.
Seen a few. Had a few.
A lot of Yankees.
Yeah, Yankees been a popular one. Dodgers been another popular one. But even today, had the Pirates. Now the Blue Jays.
1-2. And that is a
Got
quick
him.
1-2-3 inning. One run will end this one and win it for the Central Michigan Stars as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, knotted up at 5.
Hi, I'm Ashley with the Farmers Bank. I'm here to introduce the Farmers Bank mobile banking app for your smartphone. Find us at the App Store or the Play Store. To find our app, search for the Farmers Bank Mobile Banking Fiserv Solutions. Have your finances at your fingertips anytime, all the time. Sign up today. The Farmers Bank, your local bank, your mobile bank, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Pony baseball began in the summer of 1951 with the organization of the original Pony League in Washington, Pennsylvania. The league was originally designed to help transition 13 and 14-year-old players from the Little League Diamond to the regulation-sized Diamond. Today, more than 500,000 players participate in the Pony organization annually in the United States and in more than 25 countries around the world. For more information on Pony baseball, go to pony.org. Don't miss Pony baseball for the world. Pure baseball, pure pony.
Welcome back. Going to the bottom of the 7th inning here. And it's going to be 5, 6, 7. Excuse me. 6, 7, 8. Austin Young, 0 for 3. Takes strike 1.
Yeah, we talked about him earlier. He's put 3 in the air. It's a good time right now, especially leading off in the bottom of the 7th here, just to shorten up that stroke, kind of slap it down, try to keep the ball on the ground. Try to get yourself on base.
Good breaking ball in there, strike 2. And if we can end this game in the next 15 minutes, we're actually going to be on pace for the next one. Scheduled to start at 5 between Hoosier North and Aruba.
Just got a piece of that one.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
The winner plays Aruba.
Aruba sitting in that top half of the winner's bracket. So you have tonight off. They will wait the winner of those two teams. And that boy, have they come out with bats blazing over the first 2 games that they have played. I think is it 31 runs, 30 plus hits,
and 30 runs. 30 runs. They went 18-5, then 12-8. The 1-2 popped up. Center fielder there. Easy catch for Flowers.
Yeah, another fly out there for Young. We'll see it again. You'll see us just swinging right underneath it. That's a common thing, especially on those off-speed pitches. You got to train yourself as a young hitter, try to stay on top of that baseball as that ball's breaking down. The more you see, the easier that becomes.
Schaefer comes to the plate. He is 3 for 3. With 3 singles, one of them an RBI, one of them the infield variety. Takes strike 1.
Yeah, he's having a day at the plate for sure. 3 of the 10 hits for Central Michigan.
Lifts this one left field. Coming in and makes the catch. 2 outs. Golick out there.
Sanderson's coming back. Re-entered into the game.
He replaces Beechel. Sanderson 2 for 2 with a couple of singles.
Good pitch there to start with.
Very good pitch, strike one.
Colorado Rockies.
It's an odd one to see.
Yeah, I would guess there's maybe a tie to a player.
You'd be right. Nolan Arenado. Got some exciting young players.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Arenado and Story, who's out for the year now.
Yeah, he was the
Soha.
He was the feel-good story, ha ha ha, of the first part of the baseball year.
I think we should replace you with Chris for that one.
Yeah, that's pretty weak, wasn't it?
The 1-2. Shop third baseman makes the jumping stop. He's going to have to make a strong throw, and he does. For the first time in this tournament, we will see extra innings here in this consolation game. This is the 2016 Colt World Series on MTC Sports.
Construction projects mean deadlines. At McAllister Machinery and the Cat Rental Store, we understand the challenges our customers face. That's why our team of professionals are here to help. From our knowledgeable support staff to our industry-leading service department, McAllister Machinery and the Cat Rental Store are here to make sure you get the right equipment delivered on time. Whether it's Cat equipment, JLG lifts, or Solaire air compressors, we carry it all. McAllister Machinery and the Cat Rental Store, helping build Indiana since 1945.
My name's Gary Gangwer, and I own the Gangwer Insurance Agency as well as farm here in Clinton County. In 1974, I bought my first combine and became a custom combiner for area farmers. Most teenagers buy cars, but I was crazy enough to buy a combine. My father wasn't a farmer, but it was important for me to farm. That's all I ever wanted to do.
Welcome back. Top of the 8th inning. And we'll look at some people waiting on the slide at the pool.
Yeah, that looks like a fun thing to be doing today. Nice sunny day here in Lafayette.
There's a look at Allen, who comes back in. He's thrown a solid inning and a third in relief of the starter Weatherby. Weatherby now at third base as Allen started at third base. Fouls that one off. One and one is the count. We get 1 and 2.
Allen's doing a very nice job coming in here. As you said, this is really his third inning. Had the one pitch in the one inning, came back with a 1-2-3 seventh. Now starting here in the 8th, working ahead in the count.
Schvettel fouls that one down the third base line. He really was the catalyst. It wasn't really his doing, but he was the one that got on base with 2 outs back in the 6th because of an error, and that led to 3 Czech Republic runs. If it weren't for that, we would not be still playing this game. He also grounded out on a sac bunt, reached on a walk. Ball 2.
Good pitch there by Allen. Set him up very nicely. Get the first out of the inning. Second consecutive strikeout for Allen.
That's a big one. Always big to get that first out. Now Studick fouls this one back. He had an RBI double back in the 6th that scored Schvattel. But he has reached base all 4 times he's come to the plate today.
Yeah, he's done a tremendous job of batting leadoff, getting on base. Does have the 1 run, but certainly this is what you want to see from your leadoff batter. He had that huge double that really got things going there in the 6th.
Check swing. Little appeal, but he didn't go.
You definitely see the top part of this lineup with Studek, Novak, Padishak, and Zelinka. These 4 guys, he goes down swinging on this one.
Now you get the 3rd consecutive swinging strikeout. But Allen is thrown.
Yeah, to complete that thought.
Back up.
Yeah, I just had a complete that thought. I mean, it certainly got a good bed of talent there at the top of the order for the Czech Republic team, both on the offense and defensive side. Oh, heads up. That ball hit right off the turf there and then headed right toward Hoosier North.
One, line outside for a ball. That one fouled off towards the concessions area. To the count. That one runs outside and the count's full. I tried an RBI single and then came around to score on Zelinka's single. That gave them the lead. Top hop right over the glove. And another 2-out error. Hopefully for Central Michigan this one doesn't come back to haunt them. So that's going to be E4, even though that was a pretty tough hop.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it again here. You'll see it coming by. That's just one you've got to – I think you just got to –
put your body in front of it.
Yeah, you just got to get there a little quicker. You kind of drifted over with it. And that's one thing you want to teach as a young baseball player over and over and over again is get yourself in position to make the play. Don't let the ball play you. And unfortunately for that one, we do have an error and another base runner here with 2 outs for the Czech Republic.
Ball 1. If Michigan's able to win this game, you got to think Allen's going to be right there for player of the game. As this one grounded to the first baseman. And the 3 unassisted, able to retire the side. So the air doesn't come back to haunt him as Padishak grounds out. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Central Michigan needs 1 to win it here at MTC Sports.
Pepe's Mexican Restaurant is excited to announce new menu items to an already stacked lineup of authentic Mexican dishes. Everything from tossed greens with fruit to a Pepe-style chicken pizza. For you seafood lovers, try the shrimp tacos. For my personal favorite is the barbacoa taco dinner. Whether it's a new menu item or one of our signature selections, be sure to wash it down with a tasty beverage. Whatever your flavor, make Pepe's your stop for lunch or dinner. Located on Sagamore Parkway in the mall parking lot, Lafayette.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 8th coming your way. There you see the score line. Czech Republic 5-7-2, Central Michigan 5-10-3. Is that one of those 3 errors really came back to haunt them as it led to 3 Czech Republic runs in the top of the 6th inning. Michigan battled back with one in the bottom of the 6th. A scoreless 7th and a scoreless top of the 8th bring us here to the bottom of the 8th inning. 9-1-2. Barnett, Angiano, Freeman. Barnett is 0 for 3. Outside. One run will win it here in the consolation game. Both teams went 0-2 in their championship hunt. There's strike one. It's a shame for Greensboro, too. They only got to play 2 games. Normally you get at least 3, but because they had the bye, it ends up that they only play 2. Disappointing showing for a team that I thought was the favorite coming in, to be honest. Now I think probably skew towards Aruba, I would say, with their bats.
Yeah, I think Aruba and Mexico both sitting there in the winners brackets. You got to look at both of them. But traditionally, what we've seen through the tournament, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's an easy road to get there. But I'd say right now Aruba is the one that, if you're looking at it, they're the team to beat.
That one into right center field. It's going to get down and past him. Barnett's going to second. Winning run. 2 bases away.
Wow, that's a tough play out there in right field. You gotta know that you gotta know the situation out there, and if you do not know that you're going to make this catch, you got to pull back. He let the ball get down. Yeah, you got to pull back and let that drop in front of you and not give up the extra bases. Fortunately, they were able to just hold him to 2. Now we got a pinch. Oh no, I'm sorry. He's giving up his batting gloves.
Yep. I thought we were going to give him an error, but that could have been a single and then an error on the right fielder. Big lead. There he goes. Before the pitch, and they're going to get him. Oh, costly by Barnett.
Wow.
He went so early.
Yeah, that's
second time we've seen that.
Got away with it before because of Angiano's speed, but on this one, yeah, I don't understand that call, that decision at all. You're sitting with a runner at second with nobody out, and to even put yourself in a position to get him out on the base paths like that, that's just a tough one. Going to be thinking about that one for a long time.
And if he just stops and waits until the pitch is thrown, he's still going to steal third easily. I mean, even though you probably don't want to try to steal third on that. There's strike 2.
Still talking about that one up here in the press box. That's just a difficult thing. Even from the pitcher's perspective, I mean, he's being able to, he's got to be able to commit one way or another.
Yeah, talk whether that was the balk or not. It was not called. Fouled off, still 0-2.
He didn't do anything different than the time before with Angiano, so if he didn't call it the first time, can't call it the second.
Fouled right back.
Angiano working the plate there. It's one of those times where you certainly want to try to get on base. He's been on 2 times today, scored both times. Last time was he started as a walk.
Outside. Man, I just can't get over how silly that was to get thrown out.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Being the winning run with nobody outs. No outs.
Yeah, I think they're still, even down there in the dugout, they're still talking about it.
Back up the middle. That would have been the game winner.
Good job by Angiano going down with that pitch and just meeting it, driving it right back up the middle. That young man's had a very good day, both offensive and defensively. Take a look at it again one more time. Right back up the middle.
Reaches out and pokes it.
Yeah. Just kind of a slap, and that's, I mean, again, from the leadoff perspective, you do what you got to do to get on base.
I wonder, as Freeman comes up, if Angiano's going to try to steal to get into scoring position.
Yeah, I think at this
He's got
point,
the speed.
Yeah, at this point, I think you want to be aggressive. I think that's a very manageable decision for sure. We saw the last time his bluff out there is what led to the error by the shortstop. Seeing that ball kind of roll up on his arm, Padishak out there as he was forced to change position. Not getting very much of a lead out there, though.
Fakes towards second, then has to dive back in. Two another count. A little bit bigger lead. Fakes again. He's been doing that quite a bit. Casually walks back first.
Yeah, maybe they are a little gun shy after that being picked off there at second base. I don't know. Just seems with Angiano's speed that would be certainly a potential out there. But he's kind of content right there, just back and forth to the bag. Putting it in the hands of Freeman.
Brno taken all the way. On the outside part of the plate for a strike.
Yeah, I like this from Freeman. Not getting in any hurry. Make sure he's very content in that batter's box. Big at bat right here. Got a nice hole if you can pull one between the second base and first baseman.
That one towards the second baseman.
Oh,
flips on to second. He's safe.
Out.
Everybody's safe.
Oh, the speed of Angiano. The crowd likes that one for sure. Hustling down the baseline. Good things happen with speed. Got the high chopper, so it kind of gets him that extra path. Umpire's right there on it.
Wow.
Big turn of events there, thinking that, yeah, at worst you got 2 outs. How do you score that one, Sam?
Fielder's choice.
Oh, there he was. There's that definite turn there. That was, I think you're going to see that he's going to be a little less aggressive out there at second base.
Winning run on second. That's Angiano. Breaking ball hits the outside part of the plate to Weatherby.
Yeah, you got your 2 big sticks right now coming up as well with Weatherby and Leonard. And then you got Allen right beside that. Yeah, so you're sitting in a good place if you are a Central Michigan fan. You just got to see your big sticks come to life now.
0-1 the count. Weatherby was the starting pitcher. Now the third baseman. There goes Angiano, fainting again like he's going to go down to third.
Yeah, he's not getting hardly any lead at all out there. The last couple times he's been out there, I mean, he's been very aggressive trying to take that third base. Yeah, you'd like to see him get a lot more than that.
There he goes. And he is easily into third base. Ball gets away. He's going home.
Ball game.
And that's going to end the ball game. Central Michigan wins. Damon Angiano steals third. Ball gets away. And he comes home.
Yeah, his speed totally deceived me too. I didn't think he had a big enough lead there, but boy, he got out there in a hurry and just absolutely crushed it, running, getting right back up and getting into the home plate there for the winning run.
So final score 6-5 as Central Michigan, the Stars, win this one in walk-off fashion in 8 innings. We'll take a break. We'll name our player of the game when we come back. It's the 2016 Colt World Series on MTC Sports.
What if a home phone could also be a smartphone? And what if that home phone could save you money on your home and wireless bill at the same time? With Xfinity Voice, you get amazing technology like readable voicemail on your smartphone, caller ID on your TV, and even text messaging, all for a low price. Start saving with unlimited nationwide talk and text and switch to Xfinity Voice for just $19.99 a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
I'm almost done.
Now you can pay your bill, manage your appointments, and check your connection status. Anytime, anywhere.
Oh, so you're protesting? Okay.
Introducing Xfinity My Account, available on any device.
Tecton Construction Management has been serving Central Indiana for over 25 years. Whether you have a renovation project or new construction, Tecton Construction Management can assist you from the initial idea to the completion of the project. Their trademark Tecton filtering system is designed to save you time and money, providing you with more value for your investment. Both the completion schedule and budget are established before ever breaking ground to solidify your peace of mind. Before you start your next project, call Tecton Construction Management. Always on time, always under budget.
How's it going? Nice to meet you guys. I have these 2 laptops. We're going to each download a TV show. I'm going to download it on Xfinity, and you guys are going to download it with AT&T Uverse, and we're going to see who goes faster. Go.
Well, this is a no-brainer so far.
How's AT&T doing?
Struggling.
I'm ready to go. We'll wait for you guys.
Looks like we're going to be waiting for a while.
Don't let Uverse slow you down. Upgrade to an Xfinity X1 Triple Play from Comcast and save when you bundle. See for yourself. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit Comcast.com today.
Welcome back to Loeb Stadium in Lafayette, Indiana. Loeb Stadium, the site of many Colt World Series, as Central Michigan gets this one a 6-5 win in 8 innings. And there was a little bit of discussion to our player of the game. We thought about naming it to Damian Angiano, who reached on the single and stole second, third, and then came home. He had a fantastic game, but I would say Jeff Allen. Jeff Allen's going to be our player of the game. He had a 2 RBI double back in the third, and then 2 1/3 innings of scoreless relief. A great game for him.
Yeah, I think so. With Allen, it was really his pitching. Once he came into and really shut down the Czech Republic, coming in off the bench there, had he's already signing autographs. How about that for the young man? No, he played a whale of a game, especially coming in relief. You don't expect to throw in that situation. He came in, just handled it very well, and he did have that big double there in the third inning to really pull them, at least early on, got them on that 4-0 lead.
Your final thoughts on this consolation game, a 6-5 winner for Central Michigan?
Well, I think for both teams, I think they got nothing to be ashamed of. They came out in this game, played very, very well, played very aggressive. I'd like to see that. I hope they go with their heads held high, enjoy their time here, and hopefully setting themselves up for a return trip even next year.
That'll do it for this one. We will be back shortly with Chula Vista and Hoosier North at 5 o'clock. We'll turn it over to the Real Pros. Then Lafayette and South Korea at 7:30. For Greg Mash and the rest of the MTC Sports crew, I'm Sam Rumsa. This has been Colt World Series Baseball here on MTC Sports.